Ian Botham featured on episode 47 of Sports Clock, with his final outing of first-class cricket being once remembered, and his influence earns an inclusion once more, as he takes 5 for 74 on his England Test debut. And to do so against Australia in the third Ashes Test laid the foundations for Botham to become one of the finest all-rounders to ever play the game. In just 34 deliveries, Botham had taken 4 wickets and given up just 13 runs. And his final of the day left Australia in an unconvincing position, closing out on 243. His spell with the bat wasn't as eye-catching, though he did still manage 25 in a 121 run victory. This was the first of 26 5-wicket hauls for his country, a record until last year, with his second coming during the next test of the Ashes. Dennis Martinez of the Montreal Expos becomes the first pitcher born outside the United States to pitch a perfect game and the 13th overall in baseball history. Their opponents, the LA Dodgers, had fallen 1-0 to the Cincinnati Reds in the last showcasing of a no-hit game in 1988. So this 2-0 defeat on the road guaranteed they're the first team to be on the losing end of consecutive perfect games. No one in Expos history has achieved it other than the Nicaraguan, and no one will in the future as the team converted to the Washington Nationals in 2004. El Presidente's performance came to 111 years after the first recorded by Lee Richmond, and as of now there have been 23 perfect games. Reigning world and Olympic champion Michael Phelps is stunned by Paul Beerdeman in the 200 metre freestyle, who sets a world record of 1 minute 42. Phelps had set the time to beat in the previous championship and eclipsed it the following year on his way to 8 gold medals in the 2008 Games in Beijing, making him red-hot favourite ahead of the race. But the German, having already set the world record in the 400 metre freestyle in the competition, was intent on changing the script, going ahead of the American on the second length. The two were clear of the others, and Beerdeman extended the gap from Phelps, finishing 1.22 seconds ahead for his final gold medal of his career. His time of 1 minute 42 has not been beaten. So, the Sports Clock podium for July the 28th is Ian Botham in third due to his 5-wicket debut against Australia in the 1977 Ashes. Second is Dennis Martinez, becoming the first pitcher outside of the States to accomplish the perfect game in 1991. And top of the pile is Paul Beerdeman, exploding to victory in a 200 metre freestyle ahead of Phelps and his record time in 2009.